Hey guys, I got my chicken all seasoned, got my pan going. I'm just gonna preheat my oil and talk about thermostats in the meantime. So here's mine, just a very basic one. Up and down switch. You see a lot of them with a bunch of complicated buttons. That's not going to matter. Everything that I show you in this video really should be applicable to our heating issues with our guests. Okay, so, we've got the up and down button. It says that it's 69 degrees right now in my home, but I can tell you right now by standing in here that it's actually very cold, and it's getting colder and colder. So the first troubleshooting step here is going to be to feel the baseboard heat radiator, the baseboard radiator here, and just see if it heat's coming out of it. And you can see I put my hand right on it. I feel it. It's just very cold. Hasn't been on all since last winter. So it's not working. Now we're going to go here and, we'll just turn on the heat. That's the first troubleshooting step that you would want to do with guests, is to make sure that the heat's on. So good, got that on, and now we can operate the up and down buttons and move the set temperature. Okay, see, I can move that up and down. That's the set temperature. That's what you're telling the thermostat you want to heat the home to. You want to heat it to that temperature. All right, so since the thermostat is reading 69 degrees, you need to set the temperature higher than 69 degrees in order for the system to work. All right, so I'm just going to turn it to 70, and that should turn on the heat. Now we're telling the heat system, okay, now I want the heat in the home to turn to 70. Okay, so now you see it says heat on, and I actually just heard, just a moment ago, you probably couldn't hear it in the video, but I heard a hissing noise coming from this, which is a good sound. Hissing noises like cracks and pops are signs of life. And now I can feel this, and I feel a little bit of heat starting to come from this. Okay, perfect. That's working now. So now that's going to take, my house is not that big. It's a pretty small apartment. It could take anywhere from 30 minutes to maybe an hour for the entire home to get hot to 70. Now, like I said, my preference is probably closer to 65 when I turn on my heat. So as soon as this heat is on, in fact, I could probably kick this down to 65 now, and the heat's going to still work, but it's going to heat up to 69. No, it didn't. Look, it turned off. Okay, we do need to move this back to 70 degrees for it to be on. Okay, there you go. And I just heard the hiss again. So my heating system is now working, and within about a half an hour, this should be nice and toasty. And I can get to my chicken now. Oh yeah, baby.